CriticalMass, January 5th, 2015. David Spade wrote a book. It is called David Spade is Almost Interesting, the Memoir. So I got it from my library, so I didn't pay for it. So it was free. So, I mean, that's okay. He had some really interesting stuff about Saturday Night Live and the whole creative process and all that stuff, and some other stuff. And then he talked about chicks at the end. He's never been married. And that's about it. After I finished, I kind of was like, eh. So it's funny, I'm getting all these books that I wanted to read out of the way. And I'm not even a Patriots fan, but I am a Gronkowski fan. So, I mean, look at this picture on the back. It's all these young girls. He's trying to be funny, but... And I wanted more about Farley. He really didn't have a lot about Chris Farley. But I guess, he talks about it every day, so what the hell. So I'm reading a book about Gronkowski now. And he was bragging about drinking and fighting his brothers, but it's a fast read. I'll probably read it in one night. And a client is a huge comic book fan, so he gave me Wonder Woman. Yeah. There actually is going to be a movie. I kind of want to read this now. Yeah. Actually, there was one Daredevil series that I freaking loved that I'd like to get back into. But comic books are a very expensive habit, so it's a lot of dinero, and I can think of better things to spend my money on these days. Yeah, I'm reading It's Good to Be Gronk. And I've already read a couple. Oh, sorry about that. A couple pages, and it's sorry about that. A couple pages, and it's not the finest literature, but it's okay. And then I have a Judd Apatow book. So what I did is I went online and I put all these books on. I know this is fascinating stuff. That's what I was reading in the book. He was talking about Spade was talking about how it's boring, but I put all these books on and they all pretty much came in. So I can renew a couple of them, but I'm just trying. I haven't read any books in a while. So I need to read them before I have to return them. So fucking freezing today. I ran with an Under Armour shirt that was a cold gear, and I'll tell you, it took me 2 hours to warm up when I got back in. And it took Pina to the vet. She got the sonogram, whatever you want to talk about, and nothing wrong. But there is something wrong. The vet thinks there is something wrong, but it didn't show up, and the only way they would really know is if they got more invasive. But I said, well, then what was the point of doing this thing if they didn't find anything? So she's lost like 15, 16 pounds, and the vet agrees her temperament has changed. She's a little more lethargic, whatever. But they didn't give us any good answers. So maybe she has allergies. I go, listen, you could spend a small fortune, and this is it. This is it for now. So we're gonna ride the wave out. Feed her what we do. If she throws up, she throws up. And she said, bring her back in 4 weeks. So in 4 weeks, if she didn't gain any weight, I don't know. Said, feed her more times a day. I'm like, no answers, nothing. Really pissed me off. Really, it's draining. Draining. That's what I am. Draining and no answer to my questions. Nothing. I got nothing out of it. So what the fuck are you gonna do? That's over with, right? So I'm beat. Back in the city tomorrow, and yeah, waking up really early. And I went to bed early last night too. So yeah, I mean, it was like 0 degrees, -4, and then my phone died, so that's how I keep track of my mileage, and nobody gives a shit about it except me. But that's all. It's my run, so I didn't get an exact run measurement. I was flying too, man. I was running like 10. I was fast for me, and on the one that keeps track of my distance, I'm very fast on that. I never run that fast, and it freaking shut off after almost before 4 miles. So I ran more, but I know I got slower, and it was freezing. I got home. It was funny. My elbow wouldn't warm up. Just effed up. Fucked up. Fucked up. So Pina went to the vet this morning, dropped her off, and then I came home and I got to clean, and did a good job today. It took forever. And then I listened to Coughlin's news conference today, and yeah, it was interesting. They gave him like 45 minutes. They basically fired him. But 12 years is a long time. He's been a head NFL coach for 21 years. That's a pretty good resume, but he still wants a coach. He's going to be 70 in August. I guess we'll see what happens. So, yeah, that is about it, folks. Hopefully watch Supergirl tonight. Oh, and I saw the kid at LSU. The kid from, he's going to be Simmons, whatever his name is, #1 pick. Pretty cool. Australia grew up. I like the Australian accent. Dad moved there to play basketball. He's got Australian sisters. It was cool. And I've run on that football field. You should go. All right, peace out.